In the small town of Ravenswood, nestled between dense woods and rolling hills, there was a legend whispered among the locals. The tale spoke of a mysterious figure, a man without parts, who roamed the shadows and haunted the darkest corners of the town. The story began decades ago when a once ordinary man named Silas Gray met a tragic fate. Silas was an enigmatic loner, always seen wearing a wide-brimmed hat that obscured his face. He lived on the outskirts of Ravenswood, in a decrepit mansion that seemed to wither away with time. The townspeople knew little about him, fueling the rumors that surrounded his existence. One stormy night, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to explore the abandoned mansion. Intrigued by the eerie tales, they braved the creaking gates and ventured into the heart of darkness. Little did they know that their curiosity would awaken something malevolent. As the teens entered the mansion, a chilling wind whispered through the halls, carrying with it the tormented whispers of Silas Gray's tragic past. The air became heavy with a sense of foreboding, and shadows danced on the walls, revealing glimpses of a spectral presence. The group pressed on, determined to unravel the mysteries hidden within the mansion. They descended into the basement, where a hidden chamber held the key to Silas Gray's unholy transformation. In a dimly lit room, they discovered a ghastly sight: Silas, suspended in a grotesque state between life and death. His body was incomplete, missing vital organs and limbs. Yet, an otherworldly energy pulsated through him, and his eyes glowed with an unnatural light. The teens recoiled in horror, realizing that they had disturbed something beyond their understanding. As they attempted to flee, the mansion seemed to come alive, its walls shifting and closing in on them. Whispers turned into guttural growls, and the air became thick with an oppressive malevolence. The group was trapped in a nightmarish labyrinth, hunted by the vengeful spirit of Silas Gray. One by one, the teens succumbed to the horrors that lurked within the mansion's depths. Silas, driven by an insatiable thirst for revenge, tormented their souls, each victim contributing to the completion of his spectral form. The town of Ravenswood descended into chaos as the malevolent force spilled beyond the mansion's walls. Shadows crept through the streets, and a pervasive sense of dread gripped the townspeople. Silas Gray, now a monstrous entity, sought to consume the souls of those who wronged him in life. Desperation spread like wildfire, and the town's only hope rested on the shoulders of a reluctant hero, Emily, a young woman with a mysterious connection to Silas Gray. As the last surviving descendant of the family who had cursed Silas, Emily held the key to ending the nightmare that gripped Ravenswood. Armed with ancient knowledge passed down through generations, Emily delved into the town's haunted history. She uncovered the truth behind Silas's curse, a dark pact made in desperation, a betrayal that condemned him to a twisted existence. Emily realized that only by confronting the horrors of the past could she hope to save the town from the malevolent force that threatened to consume it. As Emily navigated the treacherous labyrinth of the mansion, facing nightmarish apparitions and battling the very essence of Silas Gray's wrath, she unearthed the key to breaking the curse. The solution lay in a forgotten ritual, hidden within the cryptic pages of an ancient grimoire. The climactic confrontation took place in the heart of Ravenswood, where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred. Emily, armed with newfound knowledge and an unwavering determination, faced the monstrous silhouette of Silas Gray. A spectral battle ensued, echoing through the twisted corridors of the mansion and resonating across the town. Emily recited the incantations, channeling the power of the ancient ritual to confront the vengeful spirit. The very fabric of reality seemed to unravel as the town trembled under the weight of the supernatural clash. In a blinding burst of ethereal light, Silas Gray's malevolent presence dissipated, leaving behind an eerie silence that settled over Ravenswood. The mansion, once a nexus of horror, crumbled into ruins, its cursed legacy finally laid to rest. As the first rays of dawn broke through the lingering darkness, Emily emerged from the remnants of the mansion, the sole survivor of a nightmarish ordeal. The town, freed from the grip of the supernatural, slowly began to heal. Ravenswood returned to a semblance of normalcy, but the memory of the horror that had befallen it lingered in the collective consciousness. The tale of Silas Gray, the man without parts, became a cautionary legend passed down through generations, a reminder of the consequences that could arise from tampering with forces beyond human comprehension. Yet, in the quiet moments of the night, some claimed to hear a distant whisper carried by the wind, a spectral echo of Silas Gray's tortured soul, a reminder that the line between the living and the dead is thin, and that the shadows may still hold secrets best left undisturbed.